Welcome, 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 welcome to Today with Tanza, where every day is different. I want you guys to come on in. Come on, close my door behind you, but remember, please check your energy before you come up in my shit. Okay? Okay. Let's all keep our energies checked so we can have these open, honest dialogues. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I hope you spent plenty of time with your friends and your family and the people that you love, and most importantly, the people that love you. So let's get right on into it. Last week, we talked about their damn daddies or their damn mamas, right? Basically, we talked about those relationships and what happens when they come to an end and we're dealing with our broken hearts. Remember? Okay. So a quick recap. We, talked about what we really need to do in order to get over and move forward after a breakup with their damn daddies or their damn mamas, right? And so step one was grieving. We all have to go through that. It does not matter if we were the ones who decided that it was time for this relationship to be over. There's a loss and we all have to grieve it. Step two was to reflect a little bit, right? We have to go through the process in our minds. Maybe we find out a few things about ourselves in that process of trying to understand really what happened or where things went wrong so that we can move on. All of these bad feelings and emotions, we pack it up, we process through them, pack them up and put them away, burn them, whatever we have to do to make sure that we remove that from our energies, from our heart, from our soul, from our bodies, from our minds. And we stop allowing these thoughts and these feelings to occupy space in our lives, right? Physically, mentally, or emotionally. There is no longer any more room to be talking about George and what he did or did not do or whatever. We're over it. We're moving forward. And then we get to step three. It's step three, guys. It's step three where we get a life. We go out and we go get us some business. Yes. Talking about step three, one of the things that I said is that no one wants to be known as their ex's ex. I know Tanza doesn't. Well, guys, that brings us on to today. Tanisha out in Georgia reached out to me and said, Tanza, what do you mean no one wants to be known as their ex's ex? Well, Tanza is happy to tell you what she means by that. So check this out, Tanisha. See if you can follow along with me and anyone else out there who might have been wondering what I meant by that. When you come across a person and, perhaps you're meeting them for the first time and you're being introduced to someone for the first time and someone turns and says, hi, Sally. Oh, have you met Tanza? This is George's ex-wife. She's George's baby's mother. She's George's anything. No, I'm not. No. The implication behind that is that George made her and George has taken away from her. Or Georgette has made him and Georgette has taken away from him. No one wants that. That's not anybody's goal. I don't think. Certainly isn't mine. So when people are introducing you, you want them to lead with you. This is Tanza. She is the CEO of Tanza Enterprises. And, she's a fashionista and she rules the world, right? Instead of saying that, they say, this is Tanza. She used to date George, or she's George's ex. Huh? Oh, no. Oh, no, my love. That is now you can introduce George if you want to. He used to be married to Tanza. Oh, that's fine. That's fine with me. Probably not fine with George, but it's fine with me. But what shall not and will not happen in my world is that I be identified only as anything having to do with George when George is no longer in my life. The interesting thing about that is, I mentioned that. I mentioned that perhaps when we're going through the process of reflection and why things have come to an end, maybe we came to realize that we didn't have an identity outside of that relationship. And that happens with a lot of people in a lot of different relationships. That's usually not okay with people. The idea of living this life, being present and living your life to its fullest, is creating your own identity, knowing who you are as a person, and making sure that everyone who knows you knows who you are as a person, what it is that you like to do, what interests you have, what successes you have as an individual. And everything else, every other relationship falls under the umbrella of you. Remember, self-care first, period. Yes, the first part of self-care is self-identity. You have to know who you are as a person in order to take care of you. You have to know what your needs are. You have to know what your likes are. You have to know what your desires are. You have to know what makes you feel good and what doesn't in order to be able to take care of yourself. So the first step in self-care has got to be identifying you. Yes? And that's not to say that there are not times when you will be identified as someone else's something else. It happens to all of us, and it happens to the best of us. What I'm saying is that you do not want that to be your leading identity, especially when we're talking about relationships, romantic relationships that have come to an end. You do not want your identity to be wrapped up in whoever your ex is. Remember, we're going to get our own lives. We're going to get our own business. It's over. It's over. We no longer want to be associated. Of course, there are going to be times in certain circumstances where you can't help it. You guys have paperwork together. You got paperwork. You should get that fixed, though. Whatever. But I digress. I'm not going there today. The point is, guys, that we want to make sure that we have our own identities. That's the bottom line here. And you have to remember, no matter how long you were with your ex, you spent time prior to that developing you. Whether it was the first 20 years of your life, the first 30 years, whatever time, you've already put time into you. You don't want to let that go. And after it's over, it's not the time to let you go. It's the time to expand and expound on you. This is when you put more time into developing you. The distractions are gone. It's all about you. Do it now. If you haven't already, do it now. There's no better time. There's no better time. Get out there. Create an identity that is all your own and is completely and totally about you and you alone. Okay? Okay, so Tanisha, I hope that answers your question. I hope that explains what I meant when I said no one wants to be identified as their ex's ex. So guys, Monday, the week is just beginning. I hope that you have a fantastic week. I hope you spend plenty of time working on you. So listen, I'll see you here on Friday, same bat channel, same bat time, for another great discussion on another great topic. And guys, if you want to reach out to me like Tanisha did, and you want to ask a question or add to today's conversation or any conversation, please go ahead and contact me. You can reach me at tanzafrancois@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on IG. It's tanza.francois. Send me a direct message. Let me know what you think about today's topic. Let me know what you want to talk about. Again, as always, guys, I appreciate you so very much. Thank you so much for lending me your ear. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to have these conversations with me. So until next time, where every day is different, I guess I'll see you then. Bye.